This is just one thing that's not in the universal kit, which is your chamber bore brush for a 223. Tie-ties, why? You might have to rig something up on your gun or tie something up so somebody doesn't use it. There's small ones. You just never know what you might have to do with that. At the same time, you've got 550 cord. Yeah, it's in my EDC, it's my get-home bag, it's in everything else. Why not throw it in my range bag? That's all my cleaning stuff. All my cleaning stuff goes in first. All right, it's kind of out of the way. On top of that goes my rag. So this is just an old T-shirt, obviously been used. It's going to go right on top of that. So that's my separator between my cleaning stuff and everything else. Now at the range, what do I need? I'm going to need in-ear Pro. So what I've got here is two different versions of Peltors. This is probably a 20-year-old version of Peltors, maybe 15, I don't know. But these are around the back side. It goes around your neck, so you can actually wear a hat. So she likes to wear a hat at the range, so I'm going to give her this pair. I'm a nice guy, right? These are electronic ears. As well as these are the tactical sport Peltors, and I've got just regular earmuffs. Okay. Personally, I'm going to keep both of these for my wife. She's a tough one. She's going to shoot the 12 gauge, but she does like to wear her shoulder patch at the range, because when we shoot shotgun 12 gauge all day, it hurts even the best of us. My wife's a trooper on that one. Because the Ear Pro needs batteries, I throw in an extra set of batteries. So she'll put her normal mag holders in here. This is an extra one for her. I'm gonna throw that in there. And on top of that goes your ammo. And there's two different ways you can do it. You can keep it in the box like this, which most people buy it, or if you buy it in bulk like I do, and you can throw it into a little baggie. Always keep it in something. You got loose ammo in your range bag. It's gonna suck. All right. So don't make sure your bullets are in some type of carrying system. Now, I keep all my operational stuff, like my bullets and all that stuff, on one side. Okay. Now the pistol might actually end up going in here too. Into this case right here, and it'll fit in there just fine. Eye Pro, clear Eye Pro, shades, foamies. If your Ear Pro isn't working, or you need to share, or you need double hearing protection. If you're shooting a 50 cal or something like that, you need double hearing protection. Okay, and that's it. That's it for the stuff you're going to need at the range and your tactical stuff. Now, what I've got on this side is the administrative side. If you look, if I fold it down, it looks kind of administrative. Right in the middle here, I'm going to throw my Leatherman PST2. Okay, just so she can get to it and knows where it is. Look at that, isn't that cool? And oh my gosh, a Sharpie. You got to have a Sharpie at the range, and you got to keep it in your range bag. And why? So you can mark up your targets when you're shooting one target and going through the bullets, bullet holes rather, or your buddy just shot himself and you write deceased on his forehead, you know whatever. So there's your Sharpie pen, really good to have. You've got a regular pen, and with a regular pen you're going to have a notebook. Now, why would you need a notebook at the range? Well, you need a notebook to keep track of your rounds. It's good to know when you've got 12,000 rounds through a barrel versus 1,000 rounds. Okay, I would much rather go into battle with a 1,000 round barrel than a 12,000 round barrel, because one's probably shot out, and it's hard to tell by looking at it. If you keep track of it, you can know that, and it also helps with the resale value if you ever do want to sell your gun. And if you want to sell your gun, give me a call here at Ready5 and we'll talk. That's in the administrative section, and right next to that is the cozy section, is this sunblock. My wife's fair skin, as we all are really, and the sun's getting closer and all that good stuff, so we need to make sure we wear some back at the range. Now you might throw in a couple other cozies in there, but typically you're going to have that stuff in your first aid kit or your EDC kit, chapstick and all that stuff. Chapstick will go in here pretty good too. Other than that, I've got several different versions of or styles of baggies, Ziploc baggies, big ones, small ones, tiny ones. They all go in here. I'm going to keep them separate I'm going to keep it on the operational side at the bottom. I'm going to keep it separate from everything else because I don't want to get just them falling all over the place. Actually, there's a good spot right there. Right on the other side of all my cleaning gear, right there. There we go. There we go. So there's an organization to the whole thing. And the only other thing you might want to throw in there is some type of tape. You're not going to throw in a whole monster thing like this. Electrical tape might be fine, but something small this size to throw in here if you need to tape up your gun, tape up a magazine, or tape up your targets. Just good thing to have. Do you need all your range stuff like your staple gun and all that stuff? Probably not. You probably want that in a separate range bag, is like a target bag. You could do that with this bag. You put all your targets on here and your staple gun and all that stuff. That makes sense for some of you folks, but this makes sense for us because we've got a whole other bag for all the range stuff. For my personal stuff, not much difference. I've got a little bit more of the military style stuff. My cleaning stuff. Look at my rag. This is the old. Many of you will recognize this as the old sling that comes out with our medical stuff. It's my cleaning rag. My tools are a little bit hardier because I work on guns a little bit more, so I got hex wrenches and stuff like that. But that's about it. Everything else is just about the same. This is for my wife, remember. At the same time, some of the basics that even you need. Yeah, there's a few other things we could probably throw in here, but Christmas is in a couple days. I only got so much time. So that's it for the range bag. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Ready5 TV. I am Joe Ready, signing off. See you next time, and get ready.